What is up? Welcome into Driving the Nightline. My name is Alan Bell. We got a fantastic show lined up for you. Big Mosh, what's up, man?
I needed to remove something to start a new streak this week, Like we went almost 50-50 last week. We were one unit down, one play down. So I'm hoping that this starts a new trend.
You know what? For you, I hope so as well. I hope so. All right.
You were off today. You were off yesterday. Quick.
Yeah. Dude, we had a
help
good day.
balance my book.
We had a good day. Marcell Ozuna came through for us, and the Braves are already coming through for us. We've already got the over in that game. The Yankees absolutely mashing. Great weather out there. All right, yeah. Ozuna gets it. Brewers got the job done. Tough one there. The Cubs and the Cardinals, man.
Should have went with all my first 7 looks. All 3 first 7 looks cashed for me. Blue Jays, Brewers, and Dodgers.
Yeah. Big Scott said, good to see you guys. Good to see you, bro. Good to see you. Okay. All right. Let's jump into it today, man. There we go. All right. Let it rip, big dog.
All right. Yeah, we're going straight back to the Astros here. Did not cash yesterday. I think it cashes today. We saw the Dodgers go through the same exact thing last week against the Rockies. Rockies got out to a hot start. Astros crushed them in the second game here. Originally, I parlayed the team total with the run line, but you don't need to do that because we have some reverse line movement. So take it at minus 130. Framber Valdez is on the mound for the Astros at home. He has an ERA of 1.85. On the other side, Chase Dollander has some fantastic potential, but the run values on all his pitches basically are terrible. His expected ERA is 5.56. He has an 11.1% barrel rate. I know I said I wasn't going to get too complicated and deep, but Astros are the play today. Next up, we got the Dodgers. Dodgers are also the play today. Got Shohei Ohtani, one more start stretched out, facing off against Nick Lodolo, who is fantastic, but coming off an injury in his first start, and the Dodgers are not who you want to see in your first start back. Last but not least, give me the Cubs team total in the first 7 over 3.5 at good plus money, plus 114. I do lean the Cubs here. Colin Rea has some troubling underlying metrics. Carson Wisenhunt for the Giants is who I want to pick on. His underlying metrics aren't just bad, they are really bad. He has a 4.91 ERA in the last month with a 14% barrel rate and a 50.9% hard hit rate. This is the person that I want to target. I think the Cubs mash today. Short and simple.
There we go. Short and simple.
More or less simple.
No, you did good. All right. I'm going to go with the Pirates and the Cardinals over 7. I'm going to drop that total down from 7.5 to 7. I'll tell you why. I think the Pirates can get to Sonny Gray today. I don't know how much, but I think a little bit. I think the Cardinals go absolutely off on the Pirates today. The offense is set up for it. Yeah, I know that it doesn't seem that way, but they're ready to do it. I think the Cardinals put up a bunch of runs. Now, when I say a bunch, again, understand, I'm taking that number down from 7.5 to 7. So let's just understand that. But yeah, I think we can get enough here. What are your thoughts? Have you taken a look at this game any?
Yeah. And you have the exact play that I like here. Let me pull it up on my sheets. I'll look at my notes for what I had in the game. But I think you're right on the money. I was surprised that the Pirates completely blew out the Cardinals yesterday. I really thought that the Cardinals were in a good spot, but both teams are mashing, and I love Sonny Gray, right? But I think the over is the play here. I really do. It's a really good look.
Yeah. Reed said, like your great thoughts this morning. I took Sonny Gray under 17.5 pitching at plus 135. I agree, man. I mean, look, I'm not fading the Cardinals, like, per se. I'm not saying that they crushed it, but, like, I either one of these teams can win the game. But I do think the Cardinals have a chance to go off, but the Pirates do too. So I'm with you on this. And I could see, look, another thing to pay attention to, and I'm not saying it's in this example because it's not, but what you will see towards the end of the season for teams that are not in a playoff race, they will take like their ace guys, their starter guys that, are under contract next year and whatever, and they'll just sit them. Or they'll start to shorten their starts. Now, it's also dependent on incentives in player contracts because coaches won't bench it to where, it's, like Sonny Gray could be like, hey, man, I'm 15 strikeouts away from $1 million. You know what I mean? Like, coaches won't do that. They'll help players get there. You know what I mean? But, yeah. So under pitching outs, again, I'm not saying it in this exact scenario, even though I do like to play on Sonny Gray. Pay attention to that towards the end of the year. Really good starting guys that are, cornerstone franchise type players, pitchers on teams that say, Paul Skeens, perfect example. Why burn his arm completely up now? What good is that going to do for anybody? There's no positive other than player incentives,
personal pride.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying that they won't play the guy, but they're not going to push him, 100. Let's push it to 120. Like, no. Why would they do that?
It's not the same as trying to push a playoff contender.
Yes, agreed. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, 100%.
It's
not worth the risk. After 87, 80, 90 pitches, it's just not worth the risk. Keep him healthy. Keep him around. You need him for next year. If you're going to make a run, Pirates.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, if Skeens were on the Cubs, Yankees, like Phillies, Mariners,
you'd see him in the 7th inning every single game.
Every time. Like, you would actually be you'd be looking to increase him. But it's the complete opposite. Like, why? Now, you're still going to play him because people buy tickets to see him. Right? But, yeah. All right. That's mine. All right, home runs. So, okay, every player for the Yankees has hit a home run today already, and half the Braves. Cal Raleigh, 215. Bobby Witt, 230. Pete Alonso, 255. Ketel Marte, 400. Fernando Tatis, plus 400. Where are you going? On the board, off the board? What do you like?
I'm going back to Kurtz off the board. I can't believe. Oh man, we missed. Did anyone see the grand slam by Riley Green yesterday? We had his home run the day before. It happened again. So I'm not going to let it happen to me again. I'm going with Nick Kurtz. He has the best weather. He has a great pitching matchup. And the man is on fire. Did you see the stat that since the All-Star break, he has the highest OPS in baseball?
Yeah. He's a baller, dude. He's a baller. He's been a baller. So, all right. So what you're telling me is that you're now pot committed on Nick Kurtz. Like, you're riding it till he hits a home run.
Kinda.
Yeah. I'm not saying it as a bad thing. Like,
yeah, no, 100%. I went the other route in my strategy, and it worked great for the first few weeks, right? We were hitting them. We were hitting them all over the place. Yeah. Been in a little drought last week. I'm just gonna stick to it. I'm just gonna go with it until he hits. To be fair, obviously it matters on the weather, it matters on the matchup and whatnot, but I think that he is due.
Yeah. No. I respect it. All
right, where are you going?
I mean, I went with Cal Raleigh this morning. I'm not in the same boat of like I'm riding him till he hits because the guy's been doing it. But yeah, Corey Seager hit a bomb last night. 10 more. Hey, I'm telling you, this is happening. I got faith, baby. Let's go. Yeah, Scott said the big dumper. Yeah, I'm going to go Cal today. Even though I kind of dig Tatis. Liddy said it's Otani bobblehead night, plus he's on the hill. Home run guarantee, baby. At a stolen base, too. Liddy's all in.
Oh, gosh, what's that parlayed all together? If you get like 5+ strikeouts, a home run, and a walk.
Yeah.
That'd be fun. That's fun. What do you feel about? I get weird about backing Shohei when he's on the mound, but it's just because I don't have enough data. You know, like how does someone do when they're trying to do both?
It changes things. Big
It
Randall
does.
Mims. Randall's going Tatis. I like it. Otani, it changes things. Well, and I don't say it for like just Otani, but like I don't know. Mentally, it just changes things. I don't know what it is. You know, it also could be a little tired. You know, I what I'm saying is there's no scientific like notation of this X equals Y equals Z, but X equals Y and equals Z. I think a lot of it's just being worn out. Probably.
Just dual focus, right? You're right, though. It is hard throwing 100 miles per hour and then a 98-mile-per-hour cutter and then trying to go and hit a home run.
Oh, it's brutal. No, it's brutal. Look, and Randall's right. It's funny. We were sitting inside Pookie Jane's last week when Randall said this last weekend. 100%. He did. It's funny. He 1,000% did. But he does. It's just you wear down. You're just tired. There's a reason why for a long time people were like, no, we need a designated hitter. You know?
I don't necessarily agree with designated hitters, but yeah, I hear the point.
Yeah.
Oh, can I give a little rant? It's tiny little rant. And it's been in my head.
Who you pissed at?
2 weeks. I'm pissed at baseball.
Oh.
I feel like they shouldn't have changed it or get with the times and change it all the way.
Wait, what are you talking about?
So I am sick of watching games, watching the little strike zone, having the ball be a solid inch or two outside, and then the announcer having to lie to your face and say, oh, it just clicked the corner. No, it didn't. We just saw that it didn't. Why are you lying to us? Or the opposite, right? When it's in the strike zone and then it called the ball and they were like, oh, just missed. And sometimes I'm sure that's sarcasm, right? Just a little bit of Bob Uecker in there, but it's annoying to me to watch wrong calls and then everybody just play along.
Yeah. No, I feel you. I'm with you. Joe said, AB sounded so disappointed when he heard he was pissed at baseball. Yeah, I know. I wanted it to be something tangible. I thought we were going to war with somebody. I was down.
AB, there's no one else I would want my back on by my back.
Boy. I thought we were going. Judge, 2 home runs. Sid, thanks, man. Like, dude, the entire Yankees roster is at a home run today. It's crazy. Like,
who had McMahon? Who had McMahon hit a homer?
Yeah. Edward Vincent Kennedy McMahon. Because you've got no chance. No chance in hell. Somebody said that Vince's song is what we play in court. Oh, that's a funny joke. Okay. TJ said Dalton and Varsho. Big on the Blue Jays today.
I like the Blue Jays. I like the Blue Jays. I like the Royals, and I like the Red Sox today. Yeah. All good looks.
All the Braves have hit. Yeah, they have. Like, Albies hit another one. He hit one last night and today. Ozzy's on fire, boy. Hey, Yankees beat a good team for once.
I mean, the Nationals can hit. I'm not taking that away from them, but their pitching staff leaves a lot to be desired Like a lot. I'm not sure if I would call the Nationals really a good team. I would just call them a really good spoiler team. You know, like they can
Yeah.
go out there and beat a really good team, but they're still not winning most of their games.
They're out here making a bunch of straw purchases. That's what they're doing. Just kidding. Tim DePietris, Randy Arozarena first, AB Dinger for some good plus money, maybe. There we go. I like it. Cause you've got no chance. 53 and 79, they suck.
Oh, is this just? I just didn't get the sarcasm in the first place.
Yeah. Yeah. I like that you're taking it. You're about to go to war with Joe.
Honestly, I could never. There are certain people in the chat that have earned and the place more than I have to state certain things, and he's one of them.
Yeah. I was also going to say, look, I've got your back, except if you're attacking the crew, and then you're gonna have to attack that one solo.
Good to know where we stand, Av.
Yeah, I love you. You're attacking the house. Z Money, NFL lines are out. Props, hell yeah. Oh God, you know what that means. Ooh, we got quarterback interceptions.
Oh, I was going to say quarterback rushing attempts. That's the first thing I'm looking at because that's the line. That's the line that moves the fastest.
Take Cam Ward. Let me just tell you, Cam Ward, rookie, number 1 overall pick of the draft, Titans. Not many weapons, on the road in Denver. Good defense. He's gonna take that ball and run. I'm just telling you. Randall said time to make 775 bets tonight. Randall, is Tiff making dinner tonight? If she is, I might invite myself over for dinner. Yeah, he's gonna be minus 250 for a pick. Yeah. Chuba Hubbard over 61.5 rushing yards at Jacksonville. Chuba. I like that. All right. Any final thoughts, Moshe, before we get out of here?
Yeah, I kind of mentioned 2 other games that I really like playing here. I think that there's some good hitting options. I'm very curious to see how the next few weeks kind of shape up because we're going to have some dogfights coming down to the end here. This is so close. I don't know if I've seen a closer playoff race before. You know, like, can the Padres beat out the Dodgers? Like, that's going to be a fun storyline to watch to the end, right? You can get plus 165 on the Padres to win that division. Now, I don't think they're going to do it. And I think but I think the value grows, you know? It's just going to be very interesting. Are the Mets going to be able to keep it together, make it to the playoffs? You know, Yankees kind of just solidified themselves in a way where I think people are starting to take them for real, and people in New York aren't going, oh, what's happening? You know? So it's just very interesting. I want to see how long this Red Sox incredible run is going to last. I mean, I'm happy betting them in the meantime, but it kind of makes me sad in my soul to be betting on the Red Sox as a Yankees fan.
Look, as a Tennessee fan, I do it all the time. Sometimes you just got to do it.
I read an article today and Nashville came up.
What happened? What did we do?
It was
You see the story about the guy in Tennessee named Babe Ruth?
Yes.
The guy named Babe Ruth in Tennessee was frauding people. Yeah, that's the most Tennessee thing that I've ever heard. All right,
that's fantastic. No, it was talking about major league expansions and which cities that could potentially take on a team, and I think Nashville was 5th or 6th on that list. It was
really?
like,
who's above them?
Nothing.
Well, I'm not putting you on the spot.
No. It's just like I'm saying in the list of the order that it was read in, but I don't.
No. Oh, I got you. Yeah.
But they got Mexico City. There was Montreal, right? Those are the 2 international options, and I think they probably put those in there just to get excitement for them. The real options were North Carolina, Portland. What else was it? Off the top of my head, those are the ones that came to mind.
Yeah, and I wasn't questioning. Like, I think Nashville's the next one.
they were going through markets that were ready for an MLB team.
They've got groups here of Hall of Fame Major League Baseball people, that are put it like, Randall said. They've had this group of, you could look up like the Nashville Stars, look that group up, and look at the people that are behind it. Like it is heavyweight names in terms of that. So I'm agreeing with you. Like the article that you read is fascinating. And the question for Tennessee, more so Nashville than anything, is are there enough people here to support it? And what I mean by that is this is, not that people won't be behind baseball, but is Nashville big enough, like just a human, a list of how many people live here to support an NFL team, a Major League Baseball team, an NHL team, right? You've got an NBA team down the street in Memphis, right? So are there enough people that are going to buy season tickets, right? Like, it honestly, a lot of times comes down to are just a certain amount of people that live in a place. Like if you have 2 out of 4 pro sports or whatever, Nashville SC, an MLS team that's new, right? Like they could do it, but are there enough people? And that's really the question. But Nashville's getting there. Like by the time that you get all this done, they'll get there. What were you gonna say?
With population growth and the more importance of media, because most teams' revenue, I don't think comes from ticket sales anymore. A large bulk of it for sure does, but a large bulk of it has started to become media. How many people are going to pay for a service to watch your team on cable or streaming or whatever it is, right? And I just pulled up the article here and I scrolled to Nashville, and that's what they were saying was the biggest plus in Nashville was, one, they have private equity groups, like you kind of mentioned already, that are fully on board working on this already. And the second is that they have some of the best media markets in the entire nation. And those, and by the way, it was 4th on the list. It was a lot lower than I thought. Number 1 was Charlotte, North Carolina. Number 2 was Mexico City. 3, Montreal. 4th, Nashville. Can I go through the rest of the list here?
Yeah.
Oakland, which I think is funny because they just lost a team.
Yeah.
Portland, Salt Lake City. I don't really necessarily see that one, but like it has a major basketball team, like why not? And then Sacramento, California, San Antonio, Texas was the last one there.
Makes sense. Yeah, I mean, look, Nashville's going to be up there. Raleigh, North Carolina. Mentioned as well. Hawk said there's 2 MLB teams playing in minor league parks, so we are actually agreed. That's the thing. That's the thing. And look, man, like Randall was saying, this is real. They'll get support. They will get support till the new wears off. Then it'll be like the soccer team here, the Nashville SC, opening gates for free and still can't get 5,000 people to show up. Right? That's the deal. Is Nashville large enough? And I don't know if it is yet. I honestly, the NFL is going to do fine. They're going to sell their tickets. Like people are going to do their NFL deal first. And the Nashville Predators were so smart about customer service, for real, that they have a cult following. Good, bad, indifferent, the Preds will be fine. Because they literally went so far out of their way to take care of the fan base when it was going through a lot of problems that I'm not even kidding. Anybody that's familiar with the Nashville Predators, like that's a cult deal. Like it's cool. Like, but like those dudes, and I say dudes, guys, girls, all families, like Predators, like folks, they go. They buy. Good, bad, like they're the least fair weather fan base that is in the city. You know what I mean? And the Preds earned that. And yeah, that's really cool. So I don't know. Like I say it as right. If you told me right now and I had to make a fiscal decision, like I actually work for the government and taxpayers' money was on the line, I would say no. Honestly, I would say there's not enough people yet. Like it's nothing that the city's doing. It's nothing that the residents. The other problem is this too. And I'm interested in North Carolina. Like if they were going to put a team in Raleigh, that was talked about in the chat, right? Or Charlotte, whatever, right? Either one. In Nashville, there's no way it could be a National League team. No chance. And I'll tell you why. Because as much as we talk about college baseball being big in the Southeast, Major League Baseball, who are the teams? The Atlanta Braves. That's it. Like in that Southeast region of like Kentucky, Tennessee, Alabama, Mississippi, Georgia, it's the Braves. That's it. Right? So, yeah. So everyone in the Southeast is a Braves fan or a Reds fan or a Cardinals, St. Louis Cardinals fan. All of them. Braves and the Cardinals, big day. Yeah, Reed is exactly right. Braves and the Cardinals are massive. Reds too, because you have a lot of people that, Kentucky, real close to, Louisville's only 45 minutes or so, from Cincinnati, something like that, an hour. It's real close. I've made that drive a billion times. You go through Kentucky, you go over that bridge, and you're right in Cincy. It's right there. It's dope. Cincinnati's a cool place. But yeah. So you couldn't bring a National League team here. There's no way. You would be fighting you're already worried about the number of fans, and you would be fighting against that. So it would have to be an American League team. It would have to be. And then even still, you're talking about somebody going to stop being a Braves fan? So now it's like, well, I got a second team. So what you do with that is you market it to the next generation. Right? You remember in wrestling when Vince McMahon was really starting to kick things off in like the 80s. People were like, why are you marketing to kids? It's very people were like, it's cartoony. Well, he was marketing the next generation, our age, of people that grew up, right? But go to the late 90s. Remember when it started getting real raunchy, right?
When I was 7, I totally remember.
Yeah, but guess what? A lot of people's parents said, you're not watching that. So they cashed out, during the late 90s, early 2000s. But then you lost that childhood fan base because you weren't marketing to them because they couldn't watch it. So I say that to say, I don't know what, if I were bringing it in a team, it cannot compete. They cannot compete with the Braves or the Cardinals or the Reds. So the NL is out.
So Randall actually gave an interesting comment. I was going to touch on it on myself. There was 2 points that I wanted to bring up. One, They are possibly, Randall says they're going to, I heard possibly, but probably going to start reshaping the AL and NL. Now that you don't have now that it's not really any different league, there's no difference between the AL and NL anymore, right? There's no reason to keep them separated other than geography. So it makes sense to me that they're going to redistribute the teams. And on top of that, they're probably going to redistribute how many games are actually played in a season. On top of that. So I think including the new rules that are being introduced to make baseball friendlier and more attractive to the younger generations, baseball is going to look a little bit different in the next 5 to 10 years with a few, probably a few teams different too. It's going to be very interesting.
And let me say this. For anybody that is a baseball purist that gets concerned, let me tell you, you know who does that more than anybody? The NFL. The NFL has changed divisions and realigned things a ton. The Titans and Steelers used to be the rivalry, like for people here. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying everybody in the world was worried about the Titans and the Steelers, but because they were in the same division. But yeah, man. I'm fascinated with it though. Can they work on getting the Memphis Grizzlies and the Nashville Predators out of the Western Conference? Can we do that? Jesus. Dude, when the Predators play every team that's in California, same thing with the Grizzlies, and every game starts at 11, it's a little late. We got to get them out. Purple Hawk said Rob Manfred hates baseball. I would agree with that. Jeff, yeah, agreed. Like, can we get the Predators and the Grizzlies out of the Western Conference? Yeah, Reed. I remember hating the Seahawks as a division rival. Yeah. The NFL's done it a ton. So's college. And it's not, this new realignment is crazy, but like college has been that way. You know who has more SEC football conference championships? Tulane has more than Vanderbilt. How about that? Tulane used to be running things in the SEC. Yeah, so things have changed. All right, Moshe, any final thoughts before we get out of here? I know I asked you that.
We can always go more. We can always dive in.
No, we do not need to today. All right, what do you got?
I was just going to maybe dive deeper into Brayan Bello taking on the Orioles. I think that he has a really good shot today. And also, like I talked about before, Aaron Savell is on the mound for the White Sox. He has a 6.38 ERA, and in the last 3 games, he's given up 16 earned runs. All right, just keep that stat with you when you're watching the Royals game. I could not believe that the Royals came back last night in a complete shocker of a comeback in the 9th inning. That was unbelievable. That was so much fun. I was upset. I lost my ticket, but I was very impressed, and I was happy that I was betting on the Royals already today.
There we go.
I was like, it's either going to be a bounce back or offense is going to come alive and we're riding it. Doesn't matter. We're betting on the Royals today.
I like it. Z-Buddy said Red Sox team total over. Weather's good. It is good. I like that. That's a good play. That's a real good play. Dude, you know who doesn't get enough credit? I tweeted this the other day. You know who doesn't get enough credit? Ants. In the NSEC Kingdom Power Ranking, ants do not get the credit they deserve. These dudes are little tanks. They work as a team. They're ferocious. They're just so little. Like,
Go ahead. To be fair, I hear where you're coming from, but I watch a lot of nature documentaries, especially while I'm working, because it's like background noise and I kind of like tune in and out. It's if there's no sports on, obviously, but
I watch a ton of insane documentary. I'm right there with you.
So ants get a lot of showtime.
Okay, good. They deserve
a lot. Like I will say, and I agree with you in terms of like looking at the animal kingdom. They are very impressive beings, right? But
they play above their weight.
That's a great line.
Yeah. Ben said, now I know you sit around smoking and contemplating the mysteries of life. Yeah. Ants are badass, dude. Like, they get ish done. Yeah. Whale said, ants just keep grinding. They really do. Like, Z-Money said, they never squish on the first try. You got to try. Yeah. Like, you could completely disfigure these dudes, and they just keep going. Just drone mentality. You know, and the funny thing is, like, I mean, they even get like their feet, their assembly line. They are masters with the assembly line. Forget Henry Ford. Ants invented the assembly line. I saw him the other night. I was out on the back porch, and it's like, I don't know, 7:30. So it's like kind of getting dark, but it's still light out, And these ants, I don't know I guess they were having batting practice. I don't know what they were doing. They were just out. Like usually if they're out of the mound, whatever they build on the ground, the ant hill, right? Usually when they're out, they're working. They're not just like chilling, These were just chilling. And Randall said, I got some stuff you spray and they stop crying. Randall he's not lying about that either. He had some ants in his house and he pulled out some kind of chemical spray. Something was so strong that there was no corporate branding behind it. They were like, this is just poison. And it worked. But anyways, I watched them. They killed like this other flying insect. I don't know what that was. But they killed them, and then they were just passing them down the damn line. Look, I just watched all this, and I was like, first off, I was like, all right, ants are badass. And number two, dude, nature is frightening. It is a horror show out there. We're just so big that we're not really concerned with it.
We also protect ourselves with cities, suburbs, and cement concrete that if we were in the middle of a forest, desert, or any wildlife, we wouldn't be thinking that it was so nice and easy.
No. It was frightening. Dude, because that other bug realized it. Was like, oh, I've come in the wrong area. And has the power of flight and still couldn't get away. They're badass. All right, we'll get out of here. All right, everybody, we'll be live tomorrow. We'll do a crew exclusive tomorrow night. What were you going to say?
I was going to talk about my favorite cereals.
All right, quick. Go ahead, because I've got radio. I have to go. But
okay,
yeah.
Apple Jacks. Apple Jacks is my favorite.
No, go through the list. Give me your 5. What do you got?
I'll come.
We got to be fair. We got to give you the 5. Yeah, go ahead.
I don't know if I have five waffle crisp.
You don't have 5.
I don't eat cereal, and I don't like eating. I'll have it as a snack, as a treat. I don't eat it as a meal. It's not a meal. It's just a snack. It's not good for you.
That is true.
So I look at it as just like I'm gonna eat ice cream, or I could have a bowl of cereal. So Fruit Loops, Apple Jacks, Waffle Crisp. Got to give me Raisin Bran just as a change off. It's surprisingly really good.
Mm-hmm.
I'm leaving one open.
Joe said, cut the show. Come with 5 tomorrow. Go from 5 to 1. I like that idea. So Apple Jacks.
Apple Jacks is my favorite. Don't know why. Oh, Captain Crunch. That's a great call. That's number 5 right there.
You like Captain Crunch?
With the berries.
I mean, it's good. Don't get me wrong. But it will absolutely destroy the top of your mouth.
All of these cereals destroy every part of your insides.
Sure. Did you ever see The Simpsons when Krusty ate the Krusty O's? And he started screaming and called the poison hotline. He said, I swallowed one.
Simpsons is my all-time favorite show.
It's the best. It's the flipping best, dude. Crust. They used to call. I never mind. I love that show. The old Simpsons, the writing like that.
Oh, brilliant. Conan O'Brien was a writer on that show?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what it was. The Jagged Metal Crustios. And he was like, oh, God. It just went down. And then I love he bet all of his money on the team playing against the Harlem Globetrotters, the Washington Generals. He said, I thought they were due.
They have some brilliant episodes. All right, go get out of here.
Yeah.
Go do your
Oh my
radio
God.
show.
They're
I will keep
hilarious.
you here for another 20, 30 minutes, if not another hour.
Well, that's often my fault because I start. Yeah, like Jared said, like imagine the new members tuning in to ants and cereal. Yeah. You know, that's the good part. And we could do that because the Braves are up 11-2 or whatever.
23 or 24 runs scored between just the Braves and the Yankees. This is something that we expected at the beginning of the season. We saw none of.
Bro, I'm frightened to say this. I'm telling you, it was fake. It was fake rain. I was saying that on the show this morning. Don't buy into it. It's fake rain. There's something going on. We've done that a couple times. Ian said, best show ever, the Lemon Tree. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Hey, look, an old man is talking. Let's gather. And all the kids sit down and listen. They go to steal the Lemon Tree back. Shake harder, boy. Dude, Ian's right. That is the best episode. Z-Money. So the Yankees run line was the play, apparently. And every player to hit a home run parlay. All of them. Where are we on that one, Dips? Yeah.
Have you watched the new movie yet?
Is it
I
good?
haven't either. I know. I'm waiting. I can't. There's too much baseball.
Yeah. I haven't seen it yet. I want to so bad. I've seen some people say they didn't like it, and I've seen a lot of people say they do.
There's always going to be people who say they don't like the sequels. It's
Well,
just
I'll say this. The funny thing, like if you look at like movies and like the Rotten Tomatoes, scores and all that, it's never the ones that like the critics, are like, oh, this is going to be great. Now, the reason that I'll give him benefit of the doubt is think about being a movie critic and think about all the slaw crap you have to watch.
a lot. A lot. And then you get desensitized to it. I get desensitized after watching 2 movies a
everything
week.
becomes crap. Yes. Keep going.
No, that was it. It's just, you get desensitized by watching so many movies over and over and over again, then comparing them all to each other and having to get yourself into a new frame of mind to be able to accept what the director is trying to teach you,
That's why I can get down with these Adam Sandler movies, because at the end of the day, at least Sandler's trying and he doesn't take himself too seriously and he's trying to be funny. I can live with that. The crap that they have to watch is all that stuff from those people who take themselves way too seriously, and they've got some period piece that's going to, like, dude, put that crap in a barn and just get rid of it. Don't want it. No one wants this. Like they have to watch that. And it goes on and on and on. And it's like, dude.
I mean, that's got to be what you feel like at Sundance or any of these movie festivals.
Oh my God. Like there's no way. Because if somebody took themselves too seriously, I would be able to tell in the first 3 minutes and I'm out. Now, is that fair? No, probably not. But not into that. I'm not into that. Now, if you could put together a good movie and you're not worried about making yourself the star or, appear smart or whatever, we get down. But like, back in 1468, like, oh my God. I always hate because I'm a big documentary guy and I know we got to run, but I always hate when they start with something so basic. Andre the Giant was born in 1864 in the mountains of the French Alps, and he grew it, and it's like, oh, does every book report start the same way? Like,
they do when you're in 4th grade.
Oh,
sometimes
China
just never
and Japan don't get along. I don't know. Like, I don't know where I was going with that. I did a book report in 3rd grade on China and Japan. I go back to it often. It's my reference.
You know what?
Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. Go on. I've interrupted you.
Mm-mm.
Oh, I was just saying that picture right there was from a book report that I did on Babe Ruth, and I brought in Babe Ruth for everyone, and I got a good grade.
Yeah. George Harmon Ruth was born in 1351 on a boat. No, he wasn't born that early. But yeah, I like that picture though.
That's a great.
Yeah, that was George. That wasn't Babe. That was George right there.
They're making a movie on his life. I'm very excited to see it.
Who's gonna play him?
I know that
you've got to be a certain character to play Babe Ruth. John Goodman played a good Babe Ruth. You know, like John Goodman looks like Babe Ruth. You know, when he was younger.
Middle age, but yeah, 100%.
You know what I'm saying? Like John Goodman now is like 70 something right now, but that's the type. You know,
100%.
Yeah, you've got to be a character actor type. You know, Brian Dennehy. Brian Dennehy would make a good Babe Ruth. You know.
Yeah. Oh, and Naked Gun. Yeah. Oh, someone just answered in the chat. Naked Gun is what you're looking at. Liam Neeson new comedy. It's based on Leslie Nielsen, who is one of our top generational actors. Love those movies. Have you ever seen the Naked Gun movies? All of them. I just actually watched them.
Yeah, O.J. Simpson.
That's true, right? He's in the first. He's the guy who gets injured.
O.J. Yeah. The Juice.
Yeah. And then at the end of the movie, he's like, pops him off on the back, and he rolls down the stairs of the stadium in his wheelchair and flies right off.
Yeah. GQ Hustler says, what is the top pick today? What's your best pick?
The Yankees run line, -1.5 at -125.
What's your best pick?
I would probably go with the Astros on the run line here. They're not, I mean, again, we didn't think they were going to lose yesterday. I really don't think they're going to lose two in a row to the Rockies on the road. Yeah,
there we go. All right. Everybody, best of luck. Let's cash those tickets. We'll be live tomorrow, 10 a.m. Eastern normal time. And we'll have crew exclusive tomorrow night. And hopefully they don't screw up the feed. So there we go. All right, everybody. Best of luck. Cash these tickets. See you then. See you. Who's got it better than us? Nobody!